Lately I've been thinking about the choices I have made and how.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to be reacting to some of your assumptions as well as answering some of your questions about Veritas University. Before we start this video, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you've also liked this video and turned on your post notifications so that whenever I post videos like this, you'll be the first to watch it, or you'll be among the first people to watch it. If this video is too long, I might decide to cut it into part 1 and part 2, but if it is not too long, then I'll just leave it at part 1. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first one is that Veritas University is only for rich people. This is actually a false assumption, and you hear this a lot, people saying that, oh, private universities are only for rich people's children, and this is not true. Me personally, I did not come from a rich background, but there are many rich people, and you'll find many people from rich backgrounds in Veritas University. But notwithstanding, there are also people from average homes and also below average. Most people, their parents are just like struggling to train them in school, and they just decided that, oh, I don't want my child to go through all the whole stress of strike and all of that, and then they put you in a private university. So it is a false assumption. Veritas University is not just for rich people. Anybody at all can go to Veritas University. The next one is a question, and this person asked, like, what time does classes start? Some classes can start as early as 7 and some at 8, and some people will not usually have classes till like 10 or 1 in the afternoon. So like, it just depends on your timetable. Obviously, as a first year student at 100 level, you will have more classes than if you're in 200 level or 300 level or 400 level. So like, when I was 100 level, I used to have 7 a.m. class, computer science. I remember then I had to like wake up very early to meet up with the class. But in 200 level, my classes were moved like 8. 300 level, I didn't have classes till like 10, and then 400 level, just a few classes. If you are your courses, then like the later your classes will be, because the newer students will have to go for classes early in the morning. But most people that are watching this video are obviously going to 100 level, so definitely when you resume, you have classes early in the morning. Can even be from like 7 to like 6 p.m. It's very strenuous, but that's like the Nigerian school system, so I wish you good luck. The next question is, can boys enter girls hostel? No, boys can enter girls hostel, and vice versa. Girls also cannot enter boys hostel. You can, as a guy, you can go to the cafeteria in the girls hostel, and as a girl, you can also do that. But to enter inside of the hostel, it is not allowed, and you might probably get suspended for that. I really don't know the punishment for it, but it is not allowed at all. You can get to a point, yes, there's a point that you can get to, and then after that you stop and you move back. So, but don't attempt going to the opposite sex's hostel. Next question is that, can boys keep their hair? And by keeping their hair, I think that the person means like bushy hair. And this is actually a tricky question, because some people will get punished, not necessarily punished, but asked to cut their hair, while some people in Veritas, they have bushy hair. I might not say bushy, let's just say they keep their hair, because bushy hair is like unkept and all of that. But for somebody to have hair, during my time, there are people that had like afros in school, and there are people that even have dreadlocks. But this is against school rules. But there's no way, if you've been keeping a particular hairstyle from your childhood, then because you're going to school, they will ask you to cut it off. So I guess that I'm guessing that you have to have a backup that this is the hair you've been keeping for a long time, and your parents also agree that you should not cut this your hair, because I've seen many people with afros in school, and they keep it very well, they comb it, and it looks really nice. In fact, like even better than people that cut off their hair and then leave it all rough and don't comb it. So if you've been keeping a particular hairstyle from your childhood, and by particular hairstyle I don't mean like I don't know those guys' hairstyles, but like afros, dreadlocks, these peculiar hairstyles that are very common among guys, that you see, okay, this person, this is how they've been since they were a child, then definitely there's no way you'll be able to cut it, except they just reject you and say no, they cannot take you in the school. But you'll be told, if you have hair, then definitely ask at the admissions, so that nobody is going to like harass you, and you say, yes, there was an agreement that this so hair, I can keep it as I am a student. The next question is, are jeans trousers allowed? Yes, jeans trousers are allowed. I know a couple of private universities do not allow jeans trousers, and I do not know why. Maybe because people like misuse it and wear crazy jeans. but jeans are allowed. Boys can wear jeans and girls can also wear jeans. The next question is, what are the things you can get expelled for? So there are a couple of things you can get expelled for. I really cannot say all of them off the top of my head, but the number one thing I know is drugs. Any drug related crime can get you expelled. Examination malpractice can get you suspended for like a semester or a session, depending on how grievous. It's just a couple of offenses. Just try as much as you can to not get into any trouble. But if you do something like that, then definitely do not do campus, because if you're caught, you'll be expelled, and like, what's all the money for? You just wasted like your effort and your parents' money, if they're the ones training you, of course. But it's just 4 years, and you can always go home and do all of those things. But once you're on campus, just for the meantime that you're there, just behave and don't get into any trouble so that you don't get expelled. Because like the expulsion method is just really really somehow, because like they'll call your name in chapel, everybody will hear your name. Half the time most people get like their expulsion and their suspensions very quietly, but those people that they get called out and the whole school knows your name and they paste your pictures everywhere, no, those kinds are like, they're like the worst. So just make sure that you just do what they want. It can be frustrating, obviously, because like there are so many rules to abide, there's so many things that you must do this, you must do this, you must do this. But honestly, 4 years can just like roll by you and you not even remember that all of these things even happen. So if you want to do any of those things, do them off campus. Next question is, can you leave school, and if you can, what is the procedure? So yes, you can actually leave the school, and I'll be giving you a couple of ways how you can go about this. So the first one is that you have to take an exit card. When you resume, then they give you this exit card. I think it's like 100 naira that you buy it, and then you put your passport and fill out your details. Anytime you want to go home, obviously Veritas University is located in like the outskirts of Abuja, so even if you want to like leave school, you have to have like prepared that, okay, I'm going to leave school so day, and it's going to be risky if on today you want to leave school, like right now there has to be like preparation, because you might go to the dean's office and it might waste your time. So if, let's say you want to travel or you want to go out of school like tomorrow, from like yesterday, the day before, you have to like prepare and go and get your exit card signed. So now for the procedure, you take this your exit card and take it to the dean's office. They have like specific times that you are allowed to come and get your exit card signed. So when you go those hours, sometimes like the line could be long because many people want to go out. So you take it there and then you give it to the dean. First of all, you take it to the secretary. I don't know what they call her, whether it's the PA or the secretary. So you take it to her, and then she calls your parents to ensure that they are aware. You don't necessarily have to be going home, but they have to be aware that you're going to this so place. So you call your parents, and then she speaks with your parents and says, oh, do you know that your child is going to so place and she's coming back so day? So then your parents assures them that they are aware, and then they clear you. Then you now take it to the dean for stamp, and then you can go out. So that's just how it is. It's more easier if you are coming back the same day. If you are not coming back the same day, then the procedure is kind of long, because they'll be asking you, why can't you do this, blah blah blah, why can't you not do this? So it's kind of like stressful. But then if you have a genuine reason, then you really don't have a problem. The second way that you can enjoy your outing is on outing Saturdays. It should be like the first and the third Saturday of the month, where you can go out without any exit and you just have to come back before 6 p.m. So it's really like a good thing, because in my set they started it in 200 level, like they stopped it because of kidnappings or so, or is it COVID, something like that, either the kidnappings or the COVID, and then they cancelled it, and then I think last semester they brought it back. So if you are going now, then it's really good, because you can just move all of your outings to that day instead of stress of like calling your parents. Even though I will advise you that wherever you are going, you should make sure that someone is aware that you're going to this place. Don't just go there without telling anybody, because things are like very bad security wise. You have to be security conscious, ensure that someone is aware that you're going to so place. So that's why I said that on outing days you can just move all your outings that you want to go and do it on your outing days, and you come back and continue with your school, and then outing day again you go out and then you have fun. So the next question is that can somebody leave off campus? No, it's really not allowed for people to stay off campus. If you do want to stay off campus, you have to have like a really good reason. Maybe you're like sick or something, or you're like grown up, like a mature student with kids. They're not allowed to stay on campus. Yes. So if you have a genuine reason, like I said, if you have a genuine reason, most of these things will not be a serious thing. Once you can mix your academic life with your work life or any other, just balance out everything, I'm sure that you'll be fine. So the next question is, can a non-Catholic attend their church outside of campus? So if you are in campus, like on campus, you have to attend the Catholic church there. Obviously it's called a chapel, so you can't really call it a Catholic church because it's a chapel inside of a Catholic school, but you get my point. So you have to go to the chapel, attend mass, and do all of the Catholic stuff. But since, like I said, you can take exams, there's like a program in your church, you can just take exams and go to your church. I don't think it's like really a big deal. But to say that, oh, every Sunday you let you say, okay, the people going to redeem, like you can go to redeem, no, it's not allowed. Even the Muslims, they attend mass, like they go to church and they do everything. Nobody's saying that you should like convert or change from your church or your religion, but since you have come there, then you have to abide by the rules, and it's a Catholic school, so everything Catholic, you just have and must do it. So the next question is that, do Muslims have to attend mass too? Like I said, yes. Everybody in the school, whether you are a pagan, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you have to attend mass. So the next question is, can you fail or repeat a course? Absolutely yes, you can fail, and you can also repeat a course and an entire year if necessary. So there's this assumption that if you go to a private university that you will not be able to fail, or they cannot fail you because you're paying like this humongous amount of tuition fees. This is actually a lie, and anybody that's coming with that mindset, you will fail woefully and just be spending your parents' money for nothing. So if you come to school, you can't fail. Even if you pay times 3 of your fees in one go, you can still fail, and you can still repeat, and you're still expected to pay. I think now for a carryover is, for one course that you carry over is 10,000 naira. It might be little money to you, but like the people that I'm talking to, they know themselves, so 10,000 naira may be a lot to you and your family. So if you fail a course, that's 10,000 naira. So try as much as possible to not do that. So the next question is that, why are cakes not allowed on campus? So cakes, there's this stuff that happened one time. I think whether a student put in drugs inside of the cake and brought it into school, so they kind of like banned cake for a while and said that if you have a birthday to celebrate, then you have to get the caterers on campus or the bakers on campus to bake your cake for you and give it to you. But I do not believe that a cake is brought by your family and they will ask them to take it back because it is against the rules. But if you are going inside of the campus with cake, just you, like you by yourself, a student going with cake, they might not let you go with cake, or it might just be hard for you to take it in. You might still take it in though, but it might be hard. But if your parents are bringing cake, honestly, I doubt that they'll like tell them to take it back, that cakes are not allowed. But also on campus, you can ask them to bake cake for you and they will bake it and deliver it to you on campus. The next question is, are parties organized on campus? Yes, parties are organized on campus. So like I always say in my videos, Veritas University is among private universities that organizes all of these parties. There are many social activities that happen on campus actually, and since it's harder to get off campus, things that, like I said, Veritas is in the outskirts of Abuja, like it is far. So even getting to the town is like something else. It's very expensive to get to town from Veritas, so it's really hard. So let me just put this ad out there for my friend. He runs a company where they take students at very low discounted prices to the town and back on some particular days. I'll also be leaving the link to their website and every details that you need to know in the description box. The name of the company is Labstrite, so make sure that you patronize them or just take their number so that when you get to school you will be able to commute to the town and back. So back to the question of parties. So yes, parties are allowed. There are parties almost every time. So if you are into parties, you will not be left out. It might not be the kind of parties that you like, and may not be the energy that you like in your parties, but there are definitely parties. So the next question is, do Catholics get discounted tuition fees? No, Catholics do not, even though I wish that is something that they would start, because everybody there just pays the same fee. It's not like Bingham or like some other universities where if you're like from the particular denomination, then you pay a discount or you have a discount. So no, Catholics do not. Everybody pays the same amount of tuition fees. The next question is that, is it true that you can get expelled if you're seeing like somebody of the opposite sex? Like if a guy is seeing a girl, or if a girl is seeing a guy on campus? No, this is not true. Such a thing doesn't happen. People are moving about their business, and boys and girls can mix up at any time, at any point, except in their various hostels. I made a short list of things that could get you expelled or suspended, and this particular one is not part of it. The next question is there a curfew? Yes, there's a curfew, and the curfew is at 11 p.m. So you should be in your hostel by 11 p.m. from class or wherever you are. Over time, there used to be like exceptions in your exam. They give like extra time, maybe an hour or two, but generally it is 11 p.m. that's the curfew. So make sure that you're in your hostel by 11 p.m. No place for sure is secure 100%, but just being a place that you can say, okay, 50% I'm safe and I'm sound. So 11 p.m. being in your hostel, not just for curfew sake, but also for security sake. Next question is, are they lights out? No, there's nothing like lights out, because it's not secondary school. As much as their rules are a lot to follow, but it's a university and people have things to do. Some people are studying by 1 p.m, some people are gisting, some people are eating. It's still a university environment, so there are no lights out. There is meant to be electricity from like 7 p.m. to 11 p.m, and in the morning for an hour, I guess from 5 to 6 or maybe 6 to 7 depending. And in the classroom there's always electricity from like 9 to 12 or so. So it just depends on what you call light out, but light out in the sense that like they'll turn up all the lights and say everybody go to bed. No, such a thing doesn't happen. The next question is, do students go to chapel every day? No, students don't go to chapel every day, although you can do that if on your own personal basis you want to go to chapel every day. But there are specific days when you have to go to chapel, like Wednesday, which is community mass. Everybody in school has to go to chapel that day, and Sundays because they usually take attendance. But any day you hear that like this like attendance, then you have to go, just so that you don't get in trouble and you don't get high blood pressure, not knowing whether you're going to use the list or not. So if you just hear this attendance or so in chapel, then it's best to just go. The next question is, can girls wear makeup on campus? Yes, absolutely, girls can wear makeup on campus. The thing about this is that nobody wants you to do like serious makeup, like all over your face, like to look like you're going for a party or you are going for an event. Obviously, if you want to do makeup on campus, definitely you can go for like a light soft makeup, because like you look really beautiful. But doing a party makeup or an event makeup to class does not make any sense. The next question is, how much is a plate of food in Veritas? So I really don't know about now, because I'm no longer a student and I'm graduated, but because things are quite expensive, I can imagine that 700 naira might be able to take you for a meal, because even when I was there, 500 was if a plate of food, not a plate of food, but like everything you need to get for a full meal could be 500. So probably now it's around 700 or more, but just budget like 700 a meal. But it doesn't mean that you cannot get below that. I just said for like a full meal, like plus meat plus every extra thing that you can get. But even 500 can get you food, even 400 can get you food. It just depends on how extra you want to be with your accessories. So the next question is, are there varieties when it comes to food? So as Nigerians, as Africans, our staple foods are like rice. So you can get like rice, jollof rice, white rice, fried rice, coconut rice on a good day, spaghetti, jollof spaghetti, you can also get that. Beans on a good day as well, you can get white beans mostly, jollof beans on occasion as well, yam maybe sometimes, swallow. Yeah, you can get varieties in swallow, but then like I said, there's so many many like caps. So if in this cap you want to eat swallow, they don't have eba here, and you want eba, or you want pounded yam, there's a place that they'll be selling pounded yam. So just depends on if you like that place, if you like that food, if it tastes nice to you. You cannot say all the food tastes nice, because some people have good days, some people have bad days, some people have terrible days when it comes to cooking food. But it's just okay. Just if you have to be going fiery to get the food that you want, it has to be on occasion. But rice, spaghetti, you can easily get that anywhere, anytime. So guys, those are basically all the questions that I had in this video for you. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have more questions, then you can leave them in the description box or DM me on my Instagram, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and as much as I can. Thank you so much for supporting me till now. Thank you so much. Like, I cannot even begin to say how grateful I am. Thank you so much. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, to this space, and turn on your post notifications. Like this video, because it pushes out this video for not just you, but other people that would want to come to Veritas University. Make sure that you like this video. If you come to any of my videos, please support me by subscribing and liking those videos, so that they get pushed out more, and so that my videos get more exposure to the public. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.